ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just want to let you guys know, as you can tell by the title, we are fishing some extreme low tide today. So none of the bait shops had any live shrimp. We're gonna go with frozen. I don't know if my shrimp are even thawed out yet. It was pretty sketchy getting here to the first spot. So basically all I'm going to do is the same thing I do on my charters. The fishing died off over the last couple weeks because it got a little hotter. It didn't stay consistent, so the fish kind of moved and did all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, we're going to try this area here and see if they're here. See if the holes are doing their thing, and if they are, cool. If not, then we'll just have to figure something out. So let me run by a couple clips by you guys from the last couple trips, and we'll be back to some fishing. Alright, so as you can see, we have our hockey puck of shrimp here. I need to let this thaw out before I even think about trying to fish. I don't really have anything else I can use. I could try some artificial, but man, I know it's just so cold, you know. It's been in the high 30s, mid 30s. At night it's been in the low 30s, so I know these fish are going to be super lethargic. They're not going to want to chase a single thing. So yeah, that's what we get to deal with. So I'm gonna let this hockey puck thaw out. We're gonna see what we can do. I even brought the mini poles today to see if we can do some mini fishing, but we'll see how that goes. All right, we've got our first fish of the day here. I literally threw on a frozen shrimp. I mean, stone cold frozen. And look what we have here right off the bat. Little red. I mean, I don't even think that shrimp is thawed out yet. So right off the bat, we got ourselves a nice redfish. Nice redfish right there. So a little on the small side, we're gonna let them go. These guys do have pretty full stomachs though, I'll give them that. So I think once this bite fires up a little bit, we might switch to the small poles and have some fun. Like I said, still here just fishing with my block of shrimp. I'm wondering if the tides were too low for the shrimp boats or it was too cold for the shrimpers. My guess is that the tide was too low. As you guys can see, the tide is wicked negative right now, so kind of hard for a shrimp boat to get out of a channel in these areas. fish there. Go. Yep, that's a nicer fish. All right, there we have it. A nicer fish there, as you guys can see. Beautiful red. So basically they're just waiting for these shrimp to thaw out, and they're just all over it. So let's see what we got on this guy. He's going to be close to being a keeper. Oh yeah, that's a solid 19 1/4. Solid low slot keeper fish. We're going to let him go. And he bumped right into the boat. Go that way. There you go. Good fish. All right, so there you have it. See if we can do that one more time, just to see if it's just luck or if what I'm thinking is actually happening. I'm gonna dip these. Dead frozen shrimp, I am literally just hooking them right through the top. These things are ice cold frozen, so what I'm doing is I'm just hooking them right through the top there. It's about all I can do at this point, and they're eating them. Really can't do much until they're completely thawed out. Wasn't my best cast. That's okay. Of you were commenting on the last video about why I'm fishing this area, stuff like that. Basically it's all about these fish being trapped in these holes on these extreme negative low tides. I mean, as you can see, the boat is pretty much washed up on the shoreline. There should be water a foot deep here. So these northeast winds, they just push all this water out into the Gulf, and yeah, I mean, today wasn't even supposed to be that low of a tide, and I'm about an hour into the incoming tide. So if that tells you anything, that's just how freaking low it is out here. Now, I almost had to get out of the boat and walk it just to get to this area, so it's that low today. Let's see if we can get these fish fired up here in this area. Something with it. spot. So nice fish, beautiful color. To find sheepshead today. I figured today would be any better of a day to find them, so that's kind of what I'm doing. Grab that redfish just for something for the house later, but mainly I'm looking for these sheepshead, so that's the goal. Let's see if we can get one here. Big shout out to Dixie Lee Baits for the shrimp today. They didn't have live bait, no one did, but they hooked me up with this frozen shrimp, so I'm cool with that. And for everybody wondering, no, I am not sponsored by Dixie Lee. They're really great friends of mine, and yeah, that's about it. I use them all the time. What's up, guys? And we are back. Got the boat back from Chaz. Man, you've seen the footage. We had the right water level. We had the right temperature. The whole 9 yards. Just couldn't find those darn sheepshead. I don't know where the heck they were. I really don't. But all in all, good day. I'll just man, I really wanted those sheepshead today, and I just couldn't find them. So it is what it is, you know. I mean, that's how fishing goes out here. You know, one day they're here, conditions can be perfect. The only thing that I did different today that I normally do when I do go for sheepshead, I usually hit my areas before the low tide, fish them at the extreme low tide, as low as it can go. Most of the time we're trapped in there, but that's perfectly fine because so are the fish. And then fish usually every year just attack and bait on the extreme low tide. So I definitely missed the tide by like an hour. I got to those spots as the tide was supposed to be incoming, which on the tide chart, of course, says, you know, oh, best time to fish. Well, yeah, we caught a bunch of reds, you know. I caught those 3 or 4 on camera, then I caught, you know, a dozen more off camera. No point in watching you guys see me reel in a bunch of, you know, smaller reds, just under slot reds, stuff like that. So, is what it is. I really wanted the sheepshead. Couldn't get it done today, but you know what? Is what it is, dude. That's fishing. Most of you know that. A lot of you don't. But that brings me on to my next thing here. So as you can see, we got the old devil behind us here. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking of pulling off the motor here, taking everything out of it, the seats, probably leave the trolling motor, just pull all the seats, get everything out of the compartments, all that good stuff, pull the battery, and flipping her over. I noticed today, with how low it was, that she did not want to slide as good as she normally does. And that's probably due to the fact that I do run over my fair share of oyster bars and rocks and, you know, and as you can see, mud flats. But yeah, she was kind of just dragging really hard today over those low sections that usually she just, you know, glides. Usually when you hit sections like that, this thing will pick up 2 miles an hour in those really slippery spots where the boat is just, you know, riding on grass, or mud, I should say. But yeah, so I think I'm going to pull the bottom. I got some slick bottom here. Hold on a second. Let me show you real quick. So we're going to go with the old, I don't know if you guys can see that, the old Super Slick 2000. That's it right there. 9XN 2000. This is the stuff they say that's super slick. Obviously goes on airboats and jet skis. They say it helps you with, you know, helps with going over muddier bottoms. They say it glides through the water better. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just more worried about, you know, if I got 4 people in this thing and we hit a spot like we did today, I could almost get the boat stuck, and or it would grab so hard that somebody is going to propel forward, and I definitely don't want that. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this motor. We're going to take everything out of this boat, and we're going to give her a flip. We're going to sand her down really good, clean everything really good, roll on some of this Super Slick, and see just how much of a difference it makes on a big 2060 Go Devil. This is no light girl here. This is heavy duty, you know, strongest in the industry here. So it'll be very interesting to see just what difference it makes. It could make a huge difference. It could make no difference. I had it on my last boat when I first started this channel. I don't know if you guys looked back far enough to see that. A lot of you are new since I've had this boat. But I put it on that other boat, and that was only a 17 foot, but it was only 42 inches wide. This is 60 inches wide. A lot of surface area there. So I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference. If it does, awesome. If not, you know what? We learned something new, and it just added a little more value to the boat, just in case I try to trade it in or swap it for something else, you know. So always looking out, always looking for the next latest and greatest idea, you know me. So yeah, if anybody wants to see this process, give the video a like, because I'll record it. I mean, if you guys want to see the entire process of me pulling the motor, pulling everything out of the boat, which that's really no big deal, but just the whole process of what I'm doing and everything like that. I'm already pulling all the gas out of the boat. So yeah, how about this? 10 likes on this video, and I'll video the process. I will completely flip this boat upside down and sand the entire thing down.
pretty much fix any gouges or any dents that are in the bottom to the best of my ability, at least. Who knows, it might even have some holes in it, really. I mean, hard to tell with this thing, but I highly doubt it. These boats are so strong. You look at the bottom of this thing and, you know, it's pretty gouged up, but it's not like, you know, it's not real bad. There's a couple hook spots in it, stuff like that, so I might just fill those in with epoxy, who knows. But if you have any insight for me on this project, or if you've done this yourself, please feel free to comment. Let me know how your experience was, or if you had someone else do it, or a shop, or you did it yourself. It'd be really cool to find out, you know, different techniques and different trades. I might roll it on. I think I'm going to roll it on, and I might use a like a Bondo spreader over the dips to kind of even it out, make the bottom more flat again, because old girl's got some dents, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, but other than that, appreciate all you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe. It's all good. Don't feel, you know, like you have to. It's what it is. But we're gonna have some more action on the way. I think I'm gonna get this boat pretty dialed in. If I don't figure out what I'm gonna do with it, I might do something with it. Might not. Might keep it for the rest of my life. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.